Yo, peace. Chosen ones. We're jumping into it. Cluster B personality disorders. It's in the ICD-9, ICD-10, and all the medical terminology now. You know what I'm saying? You know when you used to be like, man, I don't know, there's something off with that nigga right there. You know what I'm saying? You can feel the different energies and vibes and how much you can deal with them before the certain switch happens. And then they flip off and do something. I'm gonna tell you how it goes down. Sometimes the gene is, and I'm talking about the individual gene, not just the genealogical whole little generational curse thing. The gene is exposed to certain things like, pedophilia or just molestation and just being picked on in general that will cause them to have a fight or flight response genetically within their own individual self. Then there's some spirits who feedle on to certain babies when they're little within the hospice or hospital, and they follow them through their life and they utilize their vessel. So sometimes you think you're talking to your baby, they ain't really your baby. Them motherfuckers already done got feeded upon because you had them in these type of environments. So it's not bad enough already that they have influence, you know what I'm saying, of these low vibrational creatures. They got to get their shit together. We all do. So the cluster B personality disorder is a great spot to start with, to be able to figure out what the hell's wrong with us as a whole. So we got this type of mentality to full blown pull out of us dealing with, the so-called colonizers or the Caucasians, we can say that, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we was in a iron age of development. So we was already like had the big uppity, I own this, and we sectioning off this, and the big I little you syndrome already. That was just allowed to come over to our environment to be able to just take the rest of it, like boom. Oh, y'all want to be like this? Well, watch when we come through. We putting down the London company, the da-da-da-da, and then we establishing treaties, and we're splitting and dividing you up and all of this shit. So yeah, so now it's a divide and conquer. And with this type of personality disorder, you will be able, it's easier to subject a people or a race or whatever to whoever there is, with their laws and statutes and codes to trap you. When they get into your system, into your cultural way of life, they culture vulture and bloodsuck from you and utilize from your empathy, utilize their gifts that you give from your empathy. They're gaslighted. This is a actual term. They're gaslighted back to you or projected back to you. So it'll mess with your mental. So you in turn develop a pathological disorder, maybe a trait to this type of personality disorder that was gaslighted or projected upon you. And depending on who you are, depending on the comorbid of the actual personality disorder dealing with narcissism, sociopath, borderline, and histrionic, depending on where you add up in there, you can have a comorbid of certain things. You know what I mean? So just to break that down real quick, and we're not going to get too long because, we got that magnetic attraction going on. The sun's out and the mug shining, man, we rocking the fellas and all that. They like, God damn, that's that nigga. Mug rolled past me in the car, and they looked, and they was like, nigga. And I was like, I just had to snicker to myself like, this motherfuckers, it don't matter. Hey, that's cool. All right, so anyways, though. But this what, this is personality disorder. In order to straighten this out, you got to deal with your celibacy, divine celibacy. We did everything else. We changed our eating. We went vegan. We did all raw for fast for 24 days, dry fast, and eat shit damn near dying almost. Did everything but fast from sex for 24 days. Leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? Didn't do that yet. So with the semen retention with fellas, you're the key to the family to hold it down. So this is how the whole shit goes around. If you ain't in order, then the whole family just, because you the foundation. You knowledge. They got to know the ledge so they won't fall off. And you realize ain't no ledge. So you just got to know the equality in order to deal equal with all things. That's how you show and prove God, the light being, the light seed that you are. Alright, so take control, have discipline, and then we rise up and we get to our chakras, we can communicate, we still be jiving around and all that shit, but you just be on a higher frequency. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I love y'all, man. Come on. I see you at the peak. Peace.